everyone, today we are going to discuss about word that it has the same pronunciation
but difference in meaning. So I am Arnoline C. Marañon.
and I am Fidelis P. Francisco, so this is our discussion.
So, hi everyone. Today I will discuss here about word that is the same pronunciation but different in meaning. So, the first one is the road and road. So, the first road, it is the past tense of the verb of ride. It is like to travel on something like horses or this. Then the other one, road, it is a physical path or place of transportation to some way. And next is the roll and roll. So the first roll, it is you place something. Roll also can be a position that noun that related in a position. And the next one is the roll, like to turn over in a circular motion. So it is a verb or a action. So next one is the sail and sail. The first one, sail, is the commerce. Then the other one is the navigation and water. So let's move on to seam and seam. So the first seam refers to a line where the two fabrics that are sewn together. So the other one, seam, means to appear or give the impression of being a certain way. So seam is a physical, then the other seam, it is more about perception or impression or appearance. So let's move on to seam and scene. So the first one, scene, it is like a setting where the scene will happen. Then the other one, scene, it has what you've seen or the past participle of see. So it can be indicates the past action. So let's move on to sell and sell. So the first, sell, it is a verb that means to exchange goods or services for money. Then the other one, it refers to the small unit or biological unit. So sell relates to commerce, to sell. Then the other one is the structural or the biological unit. So let's move on to severe and severe. So the first one, severe. Severe is an adjective that describes the seriousness or extremely in a situation or harsh. Then the next one, severe, it is a verb that means to cut off or separate. So that's it. So let's move on to the shear and shear. So shear is a verb, means to cut or dope something. Then the other one is an adjective that is transparent. So let's move on to shore and shore. So shore is like a beach, and the shore is like how it's an adjective describing how it is pain of you feel rather, or like that. So next one, the side, side and site. So the first one, site, refers to the location. So the next one, site, is like authority or you're citing location. So the last one is the sight. It means the act of seeing, like what you see, and that's it. So let's move on to serve and serve. So the first one, serve. Serve, it is a historical that laborer who has found to work in a theatrical state. Then the other one, serve, refers to the activity of riding waves. So that's it. Thank you.
Hello, good day everyone. So this is my topic. So the spiritual or immaterial part of human being or animal regarded as immortal. When you say soul, it is about the spirit. So, alam naman natin kung ano yung soul, di ba? Ito yung within the inner of a human being, which is the spirit. Second is the soul. Soul is the bottom tissue or the surface of a person's food. When you say soul, soul is example. Ito yung food natin. Then, itong sa ibaba, ito yung tinatawag na soul. Next is the stationary, refers to commercially manufactured writing materials. Yung stationary is about yung such as mga ginagamit natin sa school, offices, such as papers, like this, pilot pens, basta anything na pang writing. And then next is stationary. It means not moving or not intended to be moved. Yung stationary naman, ito yung isang object na nag-stay lang siya in one place. So, not intentionally intended to be moved. So, ito yung isang object is nasa isang lugar lang, yun yung tinatawag natin stationary. So, intended not to be moved. Ito yung object na isang move lang. Nasa isang place lang siya. Then, someone is intended to be moved. Pero hindi yun siya parang intentionally. So, that is stationary. It means not moving. Statue. We all know what is statue, right? A large sculpture of a person or an animal made of stone or metal. So, usually, nakikita natin ang mga statue is sa park. The next is statute. Statute is a written law passed by a legislative body. So, yung statute, mini to is yung mga laws, regulations, or mga rules. So, now, we will tackle about stature. Stature is the height of a person in an upright position. So, stature is a quality or status gained by growth, development, or achievement. Stature has the two meaning, which is the first one is the natural height of a person, which is yung tangkad ng isang tao. Yun ay tinatawag na stature. The next is quality or status gained by growth, development, or achievement. So, ito naman dito is the quality or status na nag-gain ng isang tao such as big achievements sa buhay nila. So, that is the meaning of stature. The next is the strait. A narrow passage or water connecting two seas or two other large areas. When you say strait, I have an example here. What is this? What is strait? So, okay, so the strait, guys, it is yung example here is the sea. Okay, like I will gonna show you what is the strait. Okay, so this one, as you can see, etong bilog, ito yung sea. Etong dalawa here is yung sea, and yung bilog na nakapalibot here, passage siya. Ito yung tinatawag na strait. So, is it clear, guys? I mean student. So next is the strait. We are familiarized with the strait. Strait is extending or moving uniformly in one direction only without a curve or bend. So we are familiar with what is strait. Strait is when naka-line siya na straight, not bend, not curve, but straight. Next is the thought. Thought, show or explain to someone how to do something. Thought is the past tense of teach, which is, alam na natin what is teach, diba? Show or explain to someone or something. So, remember, thought is the past tense of teach. Next is provoke or taunt. or challenge someone with insulting or remarks. So, taunt is example of example ng taunt rather is bullying. Yes, kasi ito ay nag-provoke or challenges someone with insulting remarks. So, yan yung meaning ng taunts. Next is tout. Tout is stretch or pull tight, not slack. So when you say tout, it is tight, hindi siya loose, but tight. So yan ang meaning ng tout. Next is tenet. Tenet, a principle or belief, especially one of the main principle of a religion or philosophy. When we say tenet, ito yung mga beliefs, example, ako, I am a Catholic, so I have my principles. Our religion has principles, beliefs, which we call tenet. Tenant is a person who occupies land or property rented from a landlord. So, tenant, we all know what is tenant, right? Ito yung example sa naga-boarding house, and I am a boarder, so nag-occupy ako sa isang apartment o boarding house, and then may-ari, which is the landlord or landlady, and ako, tawag sa akin is tenant. So that is a tenant, a person who occupies land or properties. Next is throes. Throes, intense or violent pain and struggle. Throes is, ito yung mga pain experience na nararamdaman natin. Let's say, example sa namatayan or sa burol, then you suddenly, example namatayan nga, so you suddenly feel throes, you feel pain and experience, or unexperienced pain, intense pain or violent pain. Next is throw. We all know what is throw, right? So throw is a propel something with force through the air by a movement of arm and hand. So by the movement of our hand and our arms. Throw means yung pagtatapon natin ng mga bagay through force with the air. So what that is throw. Next is bane. Bane is a broad blade attached to a rotating axis or wheel which pushes or pushed by a wind or water and forms part of machine or device. So, yung bane, I have example here what is bane. Ito yung makikita natin most example like sa farm. From my rooster siya sa taas, like my south, east, west. So, this is the example of bane. Here, let me show you. Here is the example of bane. Yung parang my rooster, arrow, then south, east, west, north. Ganun. So, dito malalaman pag nag-move yung wind, nag-move din yung mga yung arrow, yung south, east, west, ganun. Yung tinatawag na yun is bane. Next is bane. Bane, we all know what is bane kasi it's part of our body. Without bane, we cannot live. Bane, any of the tubes forming part of the blood circulation system of the body, carrying in most cases oxygen depleted blood towards the heart. So, yung vein, function ng vein is nag-carry siya ng bloods and oxygens na needed ng ating heart. Vein has big role in our body. Next is the vein. Vein is having or showing an excessively high opinion of one's appearance, ability, or worth. So, vein, ito yung nag-show ka ng opinions but in a positive way. Which is example, oh, she's so pretty. Like, that's what we call vain. Having or showing an excessively high opinion of one's appearance, abilities, or worth. Next is verses. Verses is writing arranged in lines that have rhythm and that often rhyme at the end. So we all know what is verses, right? Yung verses is kadalasan nakikita natin siya sa mga Bibles. And yung mga words doon, it has meaning and rhythm. Example din ng verses is like mga poetry, poem, ganyan. So that is verses. So guys, versus used to say that the one team or person is competing against another. So we all know what is versus, right? Ito yung naga-compete ng two teams that is competing, which is example, red versus blue, mga something ganon. Okay, next is the vicious. Vicious, someone or something that is especially cruel, harsh, violent, especially when the unkindness is done intentionally. Vicious daw, ito yung tinatawag natin cruel, harsh, violent. The next is viscous. Viscous, having a thick, sticky consistency between solid and liquid, having a high viscosity. So, yung viscous daw, ito yung example ng viscous is the viscous lava. Kasi yung lava, diba, meron siyang thick and sticky consistency. That consistency between solid and liquid, having a high viscosity. So, diba yung lava is an example of viscosity. Yung thickness and sticky consistency between solid and liquid, yun yung tinatawag na viscous. That's all.